So I've even watched the best split up and divide. I've watched their tactics, sending people into the militias, into groups to divide them. I've seen it happen. I know it happens. I also know how the media is used by local sheriffs to set the narrative. But I'm going to go back in time because I think this needs to be addressed. And you might too as well.
Federal agents have received their first taste of blood, and like vampires are going back for more. Now federal caravans appear to be en route to fulfill the Patriot Holocaust, while the Twitter sphere celebrates like Romans in the Colosseum. The feds delighted in the spilled blood of Lavoy Finicum, whose own daughter and 6 witnesses say Lavoy was on his knees, hands in the air, and was shot in the face. A live feed from within the refuge confirms the children have been evacuated, and they're surrounded by federal agents. This may be the spark that ignites and unites the militias nationwide to take back the country from an out-of-control federal government. By morning, the final solution may be executed, and the next American Revolution will have begun. This story is developing. Subscribe to the channel and we'll...
So the feds came in and surrounded the Bundys at the Malu refuge, and the FBI surrounded them and called them terrorists. But these were your mom and pa ranchers. These were your Christian folks. These were good patriot people, okay, that were fighting for their rights, their constitutional rights, in their land. And the fact that the government had been coming in, taking the land, and we'll get to that in a minute, but just fresh your memory up. So feds came in, and then these guys came in. A bunch of patriots. They came on in. And they confronted the FBI at the FBI little headquarters at the airport. They wanted to be a wedge between the FBI and the people at their Malu. They just wanted to make sure Waco didn't happen.
This tough guy bullshit? See this. Hold on, let me finish. If we leave, there's an element coming to this town you don't want. And you have no freaking idea. And we're trying to stop that right now. There's an element coming here, which you guys know is a fringe element, the extreme. They're on their way. And we want to shut it down. And this is why we're trying to have this discussion. But it's hard for us to be open and transparent. Okay, I was a cop for 11 years. I get it. Let your guard down. Don't be an ass. Let's have a tough discussion.
I've been the concern I think that you should open the hearing is.
Let's figure out how to get some transparency and get the community involved. Let's get this.
Anyways, that was militia coming in and confronting the FBI at the airport. Okay, they didn't want to see another bloodshed Waco. There's kids at the ranch and at the Malu Bird Ranch, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. It's a standoff. Anyways, Lavoy Finicum was killed by the FBI, set up in an ambush. We know the story. It's really sad and heartbreaking. Okay, but the reason why I came to this is because I want to talk to you guys about how under Obama and Biden administration, Hillary, FBI came in and surrounded them, and yes, under old administrations that were puppets to the New World Order, they were rogue. They were rogue. Now, I've watched all you guys divide. I've watched their tactics. I've watched you guys divide. Even with the Trump, you guys divided again. So there really isn't that many strong, awoke people who really know what's going on. So that's why I came back to this, because I just wanted to stick it in there and show you guys, kind of shake you up and remind you that yes, under Obama administration and all the past administrations, they were rogue New World Order puppets. Okay, now you see, tables have turned. Trump is a constitutional governor, or constitutional president, okay? And that means all you patriots that were at this standoff, you are now on the right side of the line, okay? And the reason why I came to this, because these are basically your good guys. Most patriots are ex-cops, ex-military, just God-loving American patriots. America, okay? People who love America and they know our Constitution by our founders was our foundation and that we are to stand on it, okay? Under Obama, back then, at the same time he was after the people on the land, that's because they were selling uranium-1, okay? Oh yeah, look at what they did to their cop station. They put the fear in that town, okay? Not only did the FBI come in, but they also brought fear, and they tried to make it look like bad things were happening. And okay, I'm just gonna stop right there because I'm trying to stick on subject, and that's why I'm back here to this hard spot that we have to know about, okay? What I mean by have to know about, we have to know why, what's going on. Okay, the federal government's been taking land, okay? This is the U.S. map, and that's all federal government land, the red, okay? There's a reason why they've been taking the land from people. They want to build these mega cities and surround it with nature, basically, and lock everybody inside these mega cities. But they have to get the people off the land, and that's what's going on here. They're trying to get the people off the land. If the people don't own the land and the government owns it, then whichever puppet the New World Order can get in there basically owns the land. And that's why Hillary was caught selling uranium-1 over here in Oregon on that land, and that's why they were harassing the cowboys and stuff. Okay, there's a lot more that was going into it than people know, okay? The reason why Bundy's even went to Oregon is because the Hammonds were trying to stop a fire that was purposely being set around their property to burn them out and their horses and cattle, and a bunch of cattle did catch on fire, okay? And they came to their rescue because they are awake and understand that yes, the federal government was against the people, they were doing this and they're doing that so they can get this right here. This is their mega cities. This is what they want for America, okay? They want these mega cities. Now, I'm not done, okay? Under Obama, he was using our federal agents just like these states are using them now, okay? Maybe not the federal agents now, but the states using their resources against the people, okay? Biden and them, those mega cities I showed you, Biden, Obama, all of them, they hide down in these deep underground military survival facilities that are underneath these mega cities, okay? And they're all connected by underground subway, underground tunnels and stuff. And that's really real, okay? That's really real. That's why they want to connect them on top. They already own underneath. And our president and military just can't go into it like Area 51. They just can't go into it. It's a lot of... There's a lot of stipulations that go into that, and that's why these people are hiding in these rogue government agencies in the state, in their states, okay? They're all fighting, trying to get a new world order. Now, under Obama, he let in 1 million radical Muslims, okay? And let me just go ahead and let you hear this.
This is a very important report that you're about to watch, and you're going to need to share this with as many people as you possibly can. We need to get the word out. Red alert, total martial law is now been granted under the new ISIS War Powers Act if it goes into play. That's right. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell offered members a snow weekend surprise late Wednesday night, quietly teeing up a debate on the legal underpinning for the fight against ISIS, according to Sarah Mims as she's reporting for Defense One. After months of worrying that such a resolution known as an authorization for the use of military force would tie the next president's hands, McConnell's move to fast-track the measure surprised even his top deputy. Senate Majority Whip John Cornyn, he was unaware that McConnell had set up the authorization. Invoking Rule 14, McConnell set up the authorization for a future vote, but does not put it on the calendar, meaning a vote could come at any time. The resolution already has 4 Republican co-sponsors, Senators Lindsey Graham, Daniel Coates, Johnny Ernst, and Orrin Hatch. Now, here's the kicker. The AUMF, put forward by McConnell, would not restrict the president's use of ground troops nor have any limits related to time or geography. I repeat, the authorization for the use of military force against ISIS would not restrict the president's use of ground troops nor have any limits related to time or geography. This basically means if this vote passes, the U.S. military can be deployed anywhere in the world, including in the United States, on United States soil, for any length of time. So under the excuse of ISIS and the new War Powers Act that they are considering right now, I mean, there's a blizzard going on in Washington, D.C., and he invokes Rule 14 to go ahead and sneak this into the calendar for a vote at any time that they call it up. Okay, it's not necessarily on the calendar, but the ramifications of this are drastic. Because with the number of refugees coming into this country, the reports we've made here about individuals sneaking into this country under the guise of ISIS. I mean, they're all over the country. And if you read the headlines every day, there are people who are under surveillance. There are people who are being swept up in ISIS cells. Okay, so this is a War Powers Act to fight ISIS with no geographical boundaries and no time frame. That means anywhere, and anywhere in the planet. So they can go to Africa, they can go to China, they can go to India, they can go to Pakistan, they can go anywhere they want. Now, my greatest concern is all of the gun-grabbing legislation, that executive power that Obama has been trying to push. But then, of course, for ISIS, they can call up the excuse of ISIS anywhere in the United States.
Boom. Okay, so you just heard what he said. Okay, under Hillary, who was supposed to be president right now. Okay, yeah. I don't want to get into that. Okay, so Obama has his people. Okay, he let 1 million radical Muslims come in, and they started camps everywhere, and they had a job to do. And the job that they had to do was, let me get to it right now, because now you can see what their job was. Alright, this was their job. This is your ISIS, my friends. They were going to be your ISIS. They don't carry flags. They're being funded, heavily funded. These are your real domestic terrorists.
You can't stop the revolution! You can't stop the revolution! You can't stop the revolution! Protecting them, and they bitches protecting them. Right!
You gotta get up and do something. Otherwise, you're gonna fall back asleep. So I need y'all to agree with me. 4 weeks from today, we're gonna come back here and we should have an answer, right? We are going to burn this motherfucker down.
Burn this motherfucker down, they said. Okay, so under those acts that Gary was talking about, Obama's little militant here, they would have stirred us up and caused division, yes. But then they would have been swooped up and picked up under those acts that Gary was talking about. Now, Obama, he wants a one world order. He wants these mega cities, okay? Because he thinks he's going to be president of the UN and world leader. Yeah, there's more to it. But this is his army, okay? Now, remember the Feds came in and surrounded the Bundys in Oregon? These guys are burning cities down. These guys are actually killing people. These guys are recruiting. These guys are funded from out of the United States. These are your real domestic terrorists. The FBI should be surrounding them, right? Like they did the Patriots, and the ex-cops and ex-military, you know, the Bundys and farmers and ranchers and everything, Christians and good people who are standing up constitutionally. You see the reversal role, okay? You guys need to stop dividing. There's a lot more going on right now. A lot more going on, okay? These are your division to burn down cities and cause division so we can't unite as one American body of one. That's what America does. It comes into a body of one. And it kicks, that big body kicks people like these out. But for some reason, you guys are too blind, too divided to understand what's really going on. You, for the first time, have a president in that house that's not a puppet for the New World Order. If he was, it would be a lot different, my friends. And the reason why Trump hasn't came in and got these guys, I'm sure they're under surveillance, but the reason why they haven't been taken out yet is because they're in states that are rogue right now. Yes, they're states that are rogue. It matters how you stand, and it matters where you stand. Okay? I just want you guys to get a little understanding that it's not how it seems, and there's a lot more at play. The world has come in our back doors, and this is the world. They're being funded. Just like the Nazis back in the day, they had all that money in their belts and bombs and stuff they snuck into America. They were here to cause division and chaos. These are agents of division. This has been Johnny Cage in the Real Mortal Kombat.